The defense will get its chance to shine beginning today at the 2019 NFL Combine. Today, the defensive line, edge rushers, and linebackers will have a shot to boost or cement their draft stock. Here's what I'm looking for. Defensive line. Even though they resigned Tyson Alualu, the Pittsburgh Steelers still could target a defensive lineman in the mid-rounds. Some names who fit: players with size and length. Jonathan Ledbetter, Georgia Byron Cowart, Maryland Charles Omenihu, Texas Chris Slayton, Syracuse Jerry Tillery, Notre Dame Armin Watts, Arkansas Renell Wren, Arizona State Omenihu, Tillery, and Wren are probably the biggest names here. Omenihu has a fantastic motor, but a guy like Wren feels like more of a realistic option for Pittsburgh. Nose tackle is an option too. Pair of those guys were former running backs in high school, Balin Mack and Colin Saunders. Very interested in seeing how they test. Boston College's Zach Allen is one of my favorite linemen of the group, even though I don't think he's an ideal scheme fit and he'll go within the top 50. Might not weigh in any one test, but will have good all-around scores and kill the drills with his hand use. How will Ed Oliver test? Definitely bit of an odd body type but great production. His evaluation is sorta all over the place. Edge, we know some of the top names there, like Kentucky's Josh Allen and Ohio State's Nick Bosa. Brian Burns should test at a high level, especially with his explosive numbers, vert and broad, with a strong 3-cone. Remember, sub 7 seconds is really ideal. Jachai Polite seemed to add weight, bulking up to 258 pounds, but let's see if that affects his workout. He's billed as this twitchy athlete and has to test like it. So today will be big. Some mid to late round options interesting for Pittsburgh. TCU's Ben Banoku and Oregon's Justin Hollins. Team spoke to Hollins at the Shrine game. We'll get to see some of these guys moving backwards in coverage drills, flip hips drill and then a hook curl test. We'll see what guys look fluid and natural or stiff and clunky. Linebacker, you know the big names here: Devin White, LSU, Devin Bush, Michigan, and Mack Wilson, Alabama. How they run, test, and look in coverage are all going to be important. Steelers need that kind of 3-down player, not a niche guy who can only do one or two things at an NFL level. Some options if the Steelers don't go that direction. Round 1. Watch out for New Mexico State's Terrell Hanks and West Virginia's David Long. I've been pretty critical of Clemson's Trey Lamar, but his 40 time might be okay. He's best in a straight line with some build-up speed. He's gotta rise above expectations for his agility drills. Let's see, and hope, he decides to do them. On tape, I saw a really stiff, robotic player. Other names I really don't know much about: Voshawn Joseph, Florida; Jelani Tave, Hawaii; and Joe Giles Harris, Duke. There's also another Wisconsin Badger on this list, always is with TJ Edwards working out. 2019 NFL Draft: Devin White, Josh Allen, Renell Wren.